welcome to a very, very special episode of Rabotat Radio. This is episode number 6, and today we are doing a very spooky, special Halloween episode where we're going to play a modified version of Watched or Wasted.
Ooh.
Joining us for this episode is the one and only Nikki Manos, everyone. He has decided to be party to my shenanigans. This is my favorite time of the year. And so here we are celebrating with a little horror trivia game. Are you ready to hear the rules of this game, Nikki Manos?
You've already told me 3 times and I've already forgotten. So
Perfect.
You go ahead and try
So
again.
we could do a refresher.
Yeah.
All right. For this modified version of Watched or Wasted, we are going to do a card game. And with this card game, every question has an answer that relates to a horror movie. So for this special episode, we are going to do this trivia game. You will ask a question, I have to answer the question. If I get the question right, I get a treat. The same goes for you.
Nice.
Afterward, we're going to talk about the movie really quickly, and if one of us hasn't seen it, or if either of us haven't seen the movie, we need to take a shot.
Okay.
That is where the Watched or Wasted comes into play. And in honor of it being kind of the season, we're going to do this sour apple schnapps. So I hope you're ready
Okay.
for the beginning of this game.
As ready as I'm going to be.
I think in order to figure out who's going to go first, we should play rock, paper, scissors. Time-tested tradition.
So just 1, 2, 3, shoot?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, shoot. You think you can?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, shoot. All right. So there are 2 questions on each card. We've talked about this prior to this, but just so y'all know, you get to pick which question you want to ask me.
Okay.
And again, each one is going to be a spooky horror movie. And each one that you get right, you get a treat.
Okay.
Okay? So I will go first.
All right.
Question 1.
Oh yeah, you're asking me. Oh.
I am.
Oh.
You're the starting place. Do you feel confident?
Yeah, I mean, as good as I'm going to be. You're pretty good.
You're wearing the horror shirt, so I don't know. You just got to be careful too, because on the other side of these cards is the answer, so just be wary. All right. Your first question. What is the name of the character in Poltergeist who says, "They're here"?
Oh. That sucks. Because the only one I know, it's the daughter, but I only know Zelda, so.
And that's Pet Sematary.
Oh.
It's a completely different movie. Good enough, though. That's a good try.
Oh.
Okay, so you don't get a treat for this one.
Oh.
But the answer is Carol Ann. So, have you seen it?
Yeah. It's my mom's favorite horror movie.
No, you don't get to take a shot then, but I need to take one because I've never seen it all.
You've never seen Poltergeist all the way through?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So, this one's on me. By the way, if you guys can't see, we got special little zombie shot glasses. So, our household. Cheers.
Cheers.
Whew, that's delicious. I'll get the next one ready just in case. You can get your question ready for me. Your deck is next to you. Lay it on me. Question 2.
What breed of dog is Cujo?
He's a Saint Bernard.
He is.
Of course. And I think we've both seen that one because it's one of my favorite movies.
Yeah, you showed it to me. You've seen it, and you read the book.
Yeah, actually, we did a Stephen King episode of Rabotat Radio. But that Stephen King episode, we didn't even get to talk about Cujo, except for referencing it as one of my favorite books at the end of the show.
Yeah.
But, yeah, great story, great movie. Good dog, good boy.
Classic.
Classic, so nobody takes a shot for that one.
All right.
All right, you ready for your next question? Get ready. Oh, this is a good one.
Okay.
This 1931 movie
Okay.
features the classic line, "It's alive! It's alive!"
Frankenstein. The original movie. which we both seen.
Yeah, that's actually one of your favorites, I think.
It is one of my favorites, yeah.
Classically, one of the best horror movies that ever existed.
Classic. Okay, so...
Question 4.
Okay. Who hosted the original Twilight Zone TV series?
We were just watching a documentary about this the other day, and I totally lost it. I don't know, tell me.
Rod Sterling.
Rod Sterling. Okay, so I'm going to take a shot because I haven't watched nearly as much Twilight Zone as I should in my lifetime. But I do want to say and give a little shout out to y'all who are YouTubers, but there is an amazing channel called Pushing Up Roses. And I actually watched a really interesting video the other day about Twilight Zone and an episode of that being similar to an episode of Goosebumps.
Oh, yeah.
So this is to Rod Sterling and also to Pushing Up Roses and also to Rabotat Radio, and 2 shots in. Cheers.
Wow. I'm stone sober, guys. So that's pretty fun. Okay, you're next.
Question number 5. Oh my god, have we even given each other treats yet?
No.
Alright, so hold on. We gotta go back. So you got Frankenstein, you didn't get Caroline. You get a treat?
Okay.
What ones did I get? I got 1. Okay, we're even. Tie for tie. That was almost too embarrassing. Okay, so your next question. Question number 5.
5.
Where is the 2008 movie The Strangers entirely set?
Oh. In the woods? New York. State? Is it supposed to be a town?
It's just where it's set. There's a movie set.
In a house? In the woods?
I'll give it to you. You could take a treat for that.
What is it?
It's in a house.
Oh, okay.
It is in a house.
And I've seen it.
It's that easy, same as me. So I think we're good on that one. Good job. All right, I gotta pour myself a shot just in case. Next question.
Next question.
Number 6.
Number 6. Let's see. Who was the host in the Tales from the Crypt TV series?
Getting me with all the hosts. Is it just the Crypt Keeper?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Oh my god, I was like, I have seen that, so I should not have any issue there. I'll take a treat. Thank you.
And I'll do a shot because I have not seen one.
Oh, that's killer. Okay, your first shot. It's sweet.
Tastes like apples.
Okay.
Okay.
Next question.
Next question.
Where are the phone calls coming from in the movie When a Stranger Calls?
From inside the house?
Good job. Well done.
Never seen it though.
Wow, you're killing this game, but you're gonna have to take another shot.
Have you seen it?
I have seen it. I have. So, it's that classic urban legend about the babysitter who basically gets ambushed in the house.
Like Black Christmas?
Kind of like, yeah, I guess like Black Christmas, yeah. Basically, except not in Christmas time. Not a great movie though.
Alright. What 2017 Netflix film involves a boy who accidentally witnesses a cult ritual in his house and has to survive the night?
A cult ritual in his house? And he has to survive the night?
2017.
Oh my god.
Netflix. Ritual.
Is it The Ritual? No, it's not. The Ritual is...
I'm not giving you a hint. I'm just repeating things in the question.
I honestly don't think I know.
Oh. The Babysitter.
Oh my god. I didn't know. Neither of us have seen that one, so...
Cheers.
Cheers. Ooh. You take them easier than I do for somebody who... You're good at shots.
I don't know. Does this mean that, does this face look like I'm good at shots?
Yes. It is the apple pucker, so you're doing it.
Oh, is that
right.
what it's called?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
All right, so your last question, sir. Are you ready?
I guess so.
Okay. The female lead in this film finds herself followed by an invisible force after sleeping with her boyfriend.
It Follows. Yeah, I've seen it.
We
So I
both
need to
seen
do a
it.
shot.
No, we both seen it. So neither of us do a shot.
Oh, yeah. That's good. I guess.
Okay, so the last one. It's not looking good for me. The renowned horror buff. Give it to me. Give it to me good. I'm gonna preemptively not pour a shot just in case.
I'll let you choose because there's 2 questions on these. Also, shout out to Tim Moranci for giving Alex these cards.
Sure, shout out, Dad.
Okay, 1 or 2?
2.
Okay. In what movie does the government sanction an annual 12-hour period during which all criminal activity is legal?
It's The Purge. It's The Purge.
Yeah.
And shout out to Liz Manty because I went and saw it in the theater with her. Just a heads up.
It's good.
She's like my horror twin too on that angle thing. So I will take the candy.
Yeah.
And I don't need to take a shot, neither do you, I don't think, because we've seen it, I think, even together. So that's the game. And it looks like, even though you weren't very confident when you started, you actually have won.
That was my strategy.
You have the most tricks and treats up your sleeve. Thank you. Thank you for playing this game with me.
You're welcome.
This is a lot of fun. Now that we've wrapped up our game of Watched or Wasted, and I inevitably been the one drinking the most, so I might be the most wasted, it's time to delve into some 2021 horror recommendations.
Ooh.
Because there have been some really good horror movies and horror TV shows this year that have come out, and one really terrible one that I want everybody to avoid like the plague. Are you ready for them?
Yeah, I mean, I think I know what they are.
All right. So first horror recommendation of 2021. I would recommend you all see Candyman. Super amazing.
Yeah.
Super amazing. Does justice against the original one from the 90s. Brings it all together. It's a very, very well told tale. Continues the Candyman legacy, but not in the way that you would expect. And we get a cameo from Tony Todd. So I'm happy. I think you were pretty happy seeing it.
The music's really good.
Music is amazing.
I definitely said that the music is worth checking out.
Outstanding. So for all those reasons, check out Candyman. Second recommendation that I have to say, because I've been thinking about it nonstop since we watched it, is Midnight Mass on Netflix. Mike Flanagan, our friend, did Haunting of Hill House and Haunting of Bly Manor and has done incredible movies like Hush and Doctor Sleep. Comes out of left field with Midnight Mass. And to be honest, in the theme of this upcoming circuitry that we have with Rabotat, it is a interesting spin on a tale of many proportions in horror. Maybe I shouldn't give it away.
Yeah, you shouldn't give it away.
I'm not going to give it away, but I will say
give it away.
anybody ambitious who wants a fun story and something that they've never seen before, watch Midnight Mass. It is 7 episodes, so it's going to be a little bit of a time commitment, but it will be well worth your wait, especially if you like theater. There's a lot of good monologuing, a lot of really good storytelling. So check out Midnight Mass.
Definitely.
Second recommendation. Third recommendation, gonna be brief. This is a comedic one that I just want to throw in there because I've been enjoying this so much this year. It's the newest season of What We Do in the Shadows.
That's amazing.
That is amazing. And even though it's not explicitly a Halloween thing, it is a horror thing. It's comedic, so if you're not necessarily into the kind of the gore and the fear of a normal standard horror film, it kind of treats you to all the monsters of such and doesn't give you all the scares. It's super funny the way that it spins classic stories and does weird stuff with them, and all under the guise of a bunch of vampires all living together in one house as roommates. It's hilarious.
Oh, yeah, it's great.
I check it out. There's some good storytelling this season about a siren. There's a good storytelling bit about ghosts.
Yeah, the
it
siren
literally
good.
covers all your bases, so I highly recommend What We Do in the Shadows. And my last thing, the thing that I would really like everybody to avoid, like the plague, if they can. If you haven't already, that's fine. You're up into your own interpretation and open to your own judgment call, but I really would like to not recommend Halloween Kills. Only because this movie, as much as it wants to be a Halloween movie, is just the lowest version of any Halloween Michael Myers movie I've seen so far, in the sense that the storytelling isn't there. There's no story. It's just pure like guts, gore, and Michael Myers going crazy, which if you like that, that's awesome. There's a lot of that I also like. But I need a baseline. I need to care about the characters, and what they tried to do is retcon my giving a shit about all these characters. So on that premise, I just couldn't get into it. It was very difficult for me.
You said it was the worst Halloween? Even over Resurrection with Busta Rhymes?
Oh, well, Busta Rhymes is dope. What are you talking about? That might be one of the better.
Even over Halloween 5, where Dr. Loomis dies off camera?
At least it's...
With Paul Rudd?
Look, they brought, not to spoil much, but let's be real, they bring Loomis back into this movie, and that's weird. So, I think at least in that one they're doing something different, but in this one they're just literally taking all of the elements of the first movie that were good and then fitting some pieces in here or there to try to make it make sense in the current world that we're in. It just didn't make any sense to me, and it just felt so forced and painful and sad. And even though it was really cool to watch Michael Myers kill, I've seen him do it enough to the extent that I need something more. So yeah, and Jamie Lee Curtis is doing her best. I gotta give it to her because she's probably, the gem of the movie. Outside of the music, shout out to John Carpenter. You brought it. You always bring it. Yeah,
we watched Candyman right after we watched Halloween Kills. I definitely think Candyman was a better film.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily know if Halloween Kills is the worst Halloween film, because I haven't seen all of them, but I didn't really like the writing, and I thought the acting was pretty bad. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend that. There's so many other great horror films competing right now, and Halloween themed content to consume this year. So
yeah.
Maybe skip that one. It's already made. I think it's already made its money back. So if you haven't seen it, you don't need to see it.
Yeah, and honestly, there's a lot of good stuff on the streaming channels. I'll always give a shout out to Shudder only because they kind of do a really cool thing. Another show that is worth recommending, but I didn't necessarily want to put on like my main list, is Creep Show. We watch that every week, and it's always a fun ride, even though it sometimes is a hit or miss. It's always a fun experience just watching an episode of that. So cheers to that. And I think in honor of this fun Halloween episode, we'll do one more cheers for our
Sure.
normal drinks. Thank
Cheers.
you for being party to this.
Of course.
Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
And thank you everybody for joining us again for another episode of Rabotat Radio, this very special Halloween episode. Thank you for hearing our recommendations and also for being a part of Watched or Wasted. We look forward to seeing y'all again. Cheers and happy Halloween, everybody.
Cheers.